All right. Hi, you guys. Hey, everyone. I hope that you are having a great day. It's Independent Meni here, and my first live stream. I didn't know if anybody would show up. I just wanted to kind of see if I could get it to work. So, thank you to Bert from Bert Gummer Live for helping me figure out the right system to use for OBS. And please let me know in the chat if the volume is too high or too low on the music, my voice or not. That would be great. Okay, So today, this video is just going to be kind of a pretty quick little introduction to who I am and a little bit more about me. I know some of you don't know me at all. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to use this platform along with Discord to get to know each of our network and our community. So I wanted to start by kind of talking a little bit about what's going on with me right now. I have so many ideas for different videos that I want to do, and I'm trying to kind of figure out if I want to do more of like the little animated videos or more live streams, or kind of I'm thinking I'll end up doing a combination. I do have two young kids, and I'm working full time, so I'm a teacher. I teach second grade. And right now I'm in kind of a weird teaching situation where I'm teaching remotely from home, but I'm teaching an in-person class of second graders. So there's another person there in the room who is okay, sorry, just reading the comments. So I feel like I'm like a Jetsons teacher where I'm like this voice in the room teaching them from the computers. And I'll talk a little bit more about that and work in a little bit. We're also getting ready to move. Right now, I live with my in-laws. We've been blessed and challenged to live with them for the last few years as we've been able to save and pay off student loans and medical debt and get into a better place to be able to hopefully buy here soon, our first house. And so we're really excited about that. But for anybody who's moved a lot, I hate moving. So it goes along with that, but also stress. So that's kind of what I'm juggling over here on top of preparing for the zombie apocalypse or whatever is coming our way next. And kind of along those lines, I wanted to share a little bit about prepping. It's something that I've just started to get into this past year and a half. Not something I really had ever thought a lot about before this. And now I feel like I'm trying to kind of play catch up a little bit. So I thought I'd just share, as I'm learning, I would just share a little bit of the steps that I'm starting to take to get ready for, or just making sure that my family's ready to get ready for whatever's going to come next. I know a lot of you know that they're on, whether it's with with the jab or not to jab and all of those issues. And so I just thought I'd share some of the things I'm learning. So one of the things that I've found out is, first of all, make sure you have your 2A and the tools you will need to use with your 2A. That I used my first stimulus check to get our family our first 2A, and as soon as possible because they are getting harder to get, and the tools you need to use with find. So if you have not jumped on that bandwagon, it's a good time to do it. And then another product that I have just received, which I'm really excited about, and I found out about from some of the prepping community that I've become connected with, including Dangerous Freedom, who I'll try to add him in here later, and Ghost Prepper, two really great guys who have amazing channels that just will connect you to a whole network of information. I received my big Berkey water filter, and it's this awesome filtration system, and the filters will filter out everything. I mean, you can literally, it's advertised as you can pee in it and drink the water that comes out, which, God willing, I will never have to do. But good to know that I could if my family needed it, because water is just one of those main concerns and main needs that will come up if our whole system kind of falls apart. Came in, I'm really excited to have those on hand. I feel a lot better about our situation for me and my family, knowing that a while back, I had found a company called 4 Patriots. It's the number 4 Patriots. And we had ordered our 3-month food storage for me, my husband, and our 2 kids. So we started by getting that. It's kind of prepackaged food. You just add water. It all lasts for up to 25 years. It's really nicely stored in these little totes that fit under our bed. So storage has not been an issue for those to start with. Since then, I have found that we've been going to Costco, and every time I'm not sure from Ghost Prepper, I'm not certain on that one, but every time we go to Costco, which we go about 1 or 2 times a month, we add just one or two things into what we normally buy. So it's not this huge in impacting our budget and our finances, but we get some different items that we know we'll use eventually anyway. And those items include things like canned protein, like canned tuna or canned chicken, um, canned veggies or jars of fruits, batteries to have those well stocked. We also did buy a battery like a rechargeable battery base, and the one we have works with different size rechargeable batteries as well. And then it's a good idea to pick up different kinds of vitamins you would need from Costco as well. Of course, you can get them anywhere, but Costco is where you can get them probably the cheapest in bulk, and they're nicely packaged. So anyway, there we go. So there's some prepping information your way. Probably most of you are more prepared than we are, but if not, it's a good thing to start to have on hand. And like I said, it's all things we use anyway. So, we know we'll go through them eventually. And it's just nice to have that comfort and peace of mind of knowing that we have what we'll need if the who hits the fan. So then the other things I just wanted to talk about today, I'm going to kind of take a look at the chat here. It sounds like you guys who have joined in, I really appreciate it. It's good to see familiar faces in here. I hope as I figure out what the heck I'm doing, but I do really appreciate you all coming along with me on this journey. And I do have some other videos I'm working on. Like I said, with everything, how busy we are, there's are a few videos I really want to put some time into. And so those have to do with education. And there's a lot going on in education that I have a lot to say about. So I wanted to spend some time on some videos for that. And then also, I've recently come across some local news about some things going on here in Washington. And I just wanted to kind of fill you in on that and kind of ask for you to keep your heads up and your eyes open about some development that's happening in some local cities around. I already heard about it, which I think is what made me kind of pay attention in California. And so there's a little teaser because I'm working on a video that I hope to get done soon about that. And I would love for you all to be involved in kind of telling me if you're noticing this happening. Okay, so I thought I would share with you the other day, it might have even been yesterday, that's how crazy life is. I was a friend and another streamer. He does spoken word and rap and does some really cool, just chill stream in the description when I'm done with this also. But I was listening to him and he asked for people to kind of share in their chat, and we ended up posting in our Discord also different inspiring or uplifting quotes. And one that I shared, I wanted to share with all of you. So while I'm sharing this, if you guys want to go ahead and put anything in the chat, any quotes in our Discord, which I know a lot of you are in, then I would love to be able to share some of your quotes as well. This was just a really positive experience to share these different quotes that I'd never heard before, and then to be able to share some of my favorite as well. So go ahead and put those in the chat if you think of any. I'm sharing is actually a prayer, and it's written by this guy named Thomas Merton. And Thomas Merton was an American Trappist monk. This is from Wikipedia. A writer, a theologian, a mystic, a poet, and a social activist. He was a scholar of comparative religion, which I thought was really cool because I know as I've been interacting with different groups of people online, I've kind of stepped outside of where my own my own beliefs and my own base to connect with people who have all sorts of different that Thomas Merton, somebody I already really admire. It has also been working with comparative religions, and Merton wrote more than 50 books in a period of 27 years. Mostly his books were on spirituality. He had a quiet pacifism in him, as well as lots of essays and reviews. So his account of his spiritual journey inspired scores of World War II veterans of monasteries across the U.S. Merton became a keen proponent of interfaith understanding, exploring Eastern religions through his study of mystic practice. He is particularly known for having pioneered dialogue with prominent Asian spiritual figures, including the Dalai Lama, Japanese writers, a different Thai Buddhist monk, and Vietnamese monk And he traveled a lot in the course of meeting with them and attended international conferences on religion. So I thought this was really cool because it was really unusual at that time. He was born, let's see, he was born January 31st, 1915, and passed in December of 1968. So at that time in particular, it was really uncommon for people of one faith to sort of interact with and put together ideas from different religions and different faiths. So I thought that was really cool. All right, so I'm hearing that it's buffering. Yeah, how to do anything about that. So I will try to seek some answers on that. It says to me